Sure. Right. I'm gonna play the right job. I won't last very long as an alchemist, I don't think. Let's see. You. Wow, that's everybody.
Help.
Oh, I see. I was wondering why you were like facing me. I was like, what does coffee want? All right, let me get
We're
my.
not in Old Charlie. I can't run to the NPC for my immersion.
Oh, no.
Interact with the locals.
I haven't noticed the gardens.
Thank you.
It was you that designed?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know if you actually looked around inside, but yeah, I did all that too.
Oh, I did. It was insanely detailed.
I also have a,
have no
I have
idea how you did half of that.
a lot of it's, you can sort of do it on console with, floating from the bottom floor, basically. It's like I have my bottom floor closed off, but I have a thing that lets me do that without having to go through the trouble of floating, because it's really tedious.
Burn down the house?
Yes.
Jesus.
Oh wow, everybody's ready. Wow.
I have a sushi shop apartment, too. I was actually going to open it as a venue at one point, and then I got social anxiety issues, so I could never do it.
Wait, an actual sushi shop?
Yeah, my apartment is a sushi shop. The way I designed it.
Who is it? Who's the person? There's only 4 of us.
I'm pretty sure I saw Kira last night.
Oh, she's still playing and stuff.
I'm telling me she isn't gone forever.
She just doesn't have the time.
We lost her.
Quits game. Deletes character.
We still had like a couple seconds on our pot, so I wasn't gonna waste it. Nah. Real scary. Alright. Oh. Do any funny business today? I will do some funny business here, though.
Oh, yeah.
You're fine. None of that. Alright. So chill. So much easier.
Trying to make myself spam less because Machinist hurts my hand enough as is.
Alright, let's get this party started.
So it's true that machines can scalp us.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Sadly.
I thought through the meme.
Definitely not.
It's more like I already have it, and I already have tendonitis because I used to play guitar years and years ago, and this makes it worse.
League of Legends gave me carpal tunnel.
Yikes.
You would
Been
be
playing
over-
ADC for years.
Oh.
Yours.
Dota always looked more interesting, but my friends never liked it. So I just stayed on League of Legends. I always preferred watching the international to Dota though. To like League of Legends Worlds. I always thought the tournament itself was a lot more fun to watch.
I love this mirror.
Center open.
True.
Box coming up. If you feel like it. Guess I didn't press that.
Oh, it's the other one. Okay. I could not see. My camera was fucked.
It makes a different sound effect. I'll try to say something.
I hit my knockback resist, but I guess it was too late, so I still got knocked back.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I did it.
You fuck. Alright, where are we going? If you want your positionals, you can stay down at the bottom.
My movements. When I get positioned like move or all the balls. That I know it's not optional. I'm done.
Oh, gee. Alright, down this middle line here. Oh, my poor Shadow.
I just saved 2 minutes because
thinking about it, but these guys aren't in normal mode. Just aren't hard enough.
I would have just wasted like the whole wildfire, so it's like I'll just use it on this.
The thing is that most boss, the first boss gets around 1 million points, the second boss 1 million and a half, and the last boss being around 2 million health points on Savage. On Alo Alo, that was enough for increasing range for the last boss. So I don't think we need to get rate around the last boss.
We were gonna actually work on the last mechanic on this round.
Mm-hmm. Just a little bit. Gloom. Oh, he didn't even break? Now let's see. Come all the way down here, big guy. All the way. Not really far enough, but we should be able to beat him before the guy comes around, so. Are we bursting or wait? Okay. You guys are pushing him out of the way. I don't know how he ended up over there. He should have come straight at me. I don't know why he came at me at an angle. Oh, I see. Stop it. Stop it. Another hot window if you're so inclined. Ooh. This is a pretty cool mission. Banishment? Oh,
I'm not kidding. I usually had nightmares if they are.
that's the only boss that I haven't fought in Outer Fun, so. Ooh, okay, spread first. I can't reach you down there. You guys so far away.
Oh, it was
I had the spread, so I'm running the fuck away.
Sorry.
You guys are running away from me. I mean, at least it's fine.
I was like wondering, why is Coffee running away?
That's what
I'm
I was
giving you a hug.
chasing him.
The fuck these sprouts doing over here running away from that buddy? Oh yeah, uptime spot. Let's go. It would have been funny if I died because I misunderstood it. Of course, we could always choose, if this run is good, we could always choose not to do the last mechanic and try to have a clean run. I'm okay with that as well. Because it's pretty clean so far, so...
I haven't been potting, so the Barca still wouldn't be super high.
I'm all spotting.
My kill died.
Who's in towers?
I'll go north.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm saving 2 minutes again.
Yeah, let's just go for the kill on the last boss, and then we'll come back in again. Then we'll fuck
I will
around.
pot on that one.
Yeah, well, we'll fuck around on the next go round. Unless, of course, we die, in which case we can fuck around all we want. Because it won't matter
True.
at that point. Fuck around and find out. Alright, here we go. We'll just try to get this done. And we'll come back. Here. Ah! I'll be fine. No, I need protection. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, I needed that.
Because we both had the magic ball and oh no.
Got any? No? Okay. Oops.
Well, we'll practice the last mechanic.
I guess, yeah.
I did not know we were that close to one another. It's orange first. Oh, yeah, I'm in the right spot. Me getting one is like the worst case scenario. That's every time I get one, I snare. I get snared. fast. I tried to go too fast. Alright, well, let's hope my brain doesn't break. Oh no!
My res is down.
Same.
I got him, I got him. I keep forgetting we have reses. Middle is safe. Oh no, I'm stupid. Well, at least I got jumped on. I'm bad at reading that mechanic. Raid ride. Got one more twist.
So with this last mechanic, do we stack middle after we break the first sets of stuff?
1s and 2s in the middle first.
No. I mean, like, so after we break everything and do the first 2 baits,
You want the middle to be the safe zone, I think.
Okay, so
you want to dodge
stay out.
into. Yes.
Freaking blue.
And then we go back here. Yep.
2.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No.
I went a little too far.
I was like, I got stunned.
Shield you!
Uh-oh.
Okay, so there's a lot more time on that mechanic than I thought there was.
Yeah, I had third. I guess I just stepped ever so slightly too far. That was
I
my
think
bad.
you could have actually broken it while the lines were growing, I think.
Oh no, I broke it. Like, I broke it. I just stepped too far, so I bumped into 4. And that killed me.
I also got stunned, so I don't know if that was from you bumping into 4, or... Because I don't think I touched 3. But I got stunned.
I think we were probably both a little overeager.
Also, forgot to say, our cry for that. Let's keep it better, like coffee and rest, and flex, right?
Oh, I was on the right side.
Yeah, I saw Chi go right, so I just went left both times.
Yeah, I was just committing to something.
Honestly, I think with at least for the first 2 people, it's easy enough to set up, and then you just keep that same orientation.
Yeah.
But the second 2, like the people with the 1 and 2, I don't know, maybe go with like the lower number gets the left side, looking at the boss.
I feel like just using support / DPS is probably easier. Like, just have the supports like pick a spot, and then the DPS just go to the other side.
That should work too.
Okay.
That way, like, Coffee, were you on the facing?
I'll
the boss?
always try to go to the left side relative to the boss.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I always tried to go to the right side, so...
Because I think it could be Erdini and me both have 1 and 2,
yeah.
I think.
In that case, just whoever gets there first, commit. And then the other person...
No, I mean, on that case, there's both DPS. You could just look at the always stays on the right side of the east wall skeleton, and I would always go to the west side. Like,
Okay.
the idea is
It's like the spread spots. Like I would just default east if I can.
Yeah. On my case, that if it's she and me, we would like keep the exact same situation. Since she's support, she go west. Since I'm DPS, I go east.
We'll see if I remember that.
I mean, I think it could also just be you just look at your number and then base the priority off that too. Like, I don't know, one goes west, boss relative west, and then, or you could just say odds go west, evens go east.
But what if it's 2 evens together? Well, no, it wouldn't be 2
You
evens.
wouldn't be too
It
even.
wouldn't evens, yeah.
Yeah, you could just do.
That's a lot of thinking.
Yeah.
I can think of all that at once.
I'm just trying to like see if we can minimize like any kind of fuck ups on it because we're gonna have to do that mechanic.
I think the best thing to do is just whoever gets there first, just commit to your spot, and then the person who approaches can see that you're standing there and stands on the other side. I feel like that would just be like the simplest way, like, because we're gonna probably kill him during the mechanic, so we just need to stay alive long enough to accomplish that.
From what I've read, I think
only
you
thing-
have to do like the whole mechanic on Savage.
The only thing that worries me about doing like seeing who goes first is like
Latency.
I'm not synced up with you guys.
There's
Well,
also
that was
server
fine.
I
too.
get to places like 1.5 seconds on your screen like later than I do on my screen.
Well, that's
So-
why I don't mind the idea of like fixed positions for the supports. Like, you're always left facing the boss, and I'm always right facing the boss. And then like say we had like a little conga lineup or something like that, and then one of you is like right most
That makes sense too.
with X person, and yeah, like that was because that way if me and Coffee end up together, we won't kill each other.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Erdini and me. What Erdini just said is he'd go west and I'd go east, and that way, if it is support and DPS, then the DPS just flexes with whoever they're with.
That's the way that we've
So
been
the two
doing.
of you should be static, and it should be okay no matter what if the two of you are static.
Yeah, that's the way we've been doing it. But
Yeah.
if somebody doesn't like that, we can always try something different. Let's try it again. Let's try to finish. I hit everybody with my mitt, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have my screen turned around, so I literally couldn't tell.
I was the furthest person, and I got hit by it. So
Alright, well, let's do it. That's as far as my GCD will let him go, so have fun. Orange first. Yeah, I'll always get out of your way, so you don't have to worry about me taking a tank buster on top of you. If you get behind me, though, that's not my problem.
Or Denny had to deal with me not moving because I was used to not moving.
It's just easier to move one person instead of 3. Well, it's not over yet. And it's a skinny cone anyway. It's just a bit easier to see the mechanics of the sides. Middle would be safe.
Ow.
Uh-oh.
I'm dead this day.
Who's going first? Everybody get behind me. Someone will have to
I got
res.
cuffed. I got cuffed.
I just had to make sure I was doing my GCDs so I don't die. I actually sort of read it right. Alright, easy on the boss HP.
I'm gonna stop you.
Yeah.
All right, we go back.
Yep. Understand? Whoops. Well, I accidentally bumped into that.
Almost did it.
I accidentally bumped into it on my way there because it didn't break quickly. No, get him, coffee! Fuck him up!
Fuck him up, Coffee!
It already destroys for safety.
Use your lasers! Oh no, he's in rage. By the way, that's really good to know. 3 and 4 have tons of time right after the base to break the third and the fourth.
Yeah, there's a
Well, we know
lot of time.
Yeah, now we know what he does for Enrage.
Okay.
It's Tank Buster, AoE, and then Enrage, I think, after the mechanic.
Tank Buster, AoE, Enrage, AoE.
If you have like sprint, if you have a sprint or a dash to shorten the distance, it's like
I actually had to back out to break that 4th tether so you guys could get in place because of the growing lines. But yeah, so I think sprint makes that really easy.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it again. What's up, big guy? We're flexing.
On my screen, it didn't appear.
Oh. I know sometimes.
I know that happened because they disappeared. But no fun.
Orange first. Ah. Here we go. Middle is safe.
Oh, it's too close to coffee.
No.
I'm trying to help. In case something bad happens. Alright, easy on the HP.
Stop DPS again.
1s and 2s in the middle.
I'm an idiot.
Ah!
Okay.
Yeah, I for some reason thought I saw a 1 on the bottom, and so I went there, and that was a 3. I don't know why I thought a 1 was a 3, or a 3 was a 1.
This is why we're practicing.
Yeah, better for me to do that then than
Yeah,
on an actual, like, really right there to kill it.
that's the way I see it. I would rather us fuck up tons on regular mode.
Last 2 times I had a 4, so it's like I haven't really seen the 1 that far into the mechanic. So I was like, wait, I have 1. I should be breaking already. Like, oh shit. So I'm just gonna run over here. Oh, never mind. That's a 3. I'm dead.
I haven't different number every single time. I feel like I'm being run through.
Honestly, I like that. I would prefer to have a different number so that I can actually get used to everything. It's just
I feel like I'm going through the 5 stages of grief. Grieving the party being one of them. Gotta use my brain. I'm just trying to get out of the way of everybody else. Blue first. It's okay, don't pan. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did that do so much damage? I'm out.
I think I... Oh yeah, okay. Weird. I swear it was the other way around.
So long as we live. I always go north just so I always know where east and west are. Like I'm always in the exact same spot.
I always just look at the rotation, but I swear the rotation was backwards.
Okay, middle.
That's what confused me so much.
Yeah, middle is safe. Alright, he and Kono need protection.
Perfect positioning.
You almost got switched!
There was never a doubt.
After this first, remember to go easy on him. Leave him within an inch of his life. Alright, easy. 1s and 2s in the middle. 1 first.
I get 4 again.
Oh, they're too close.
I like that. Oh, I did my job.
Oh god, I don't think I did mine. Okay, I did it. Barely. Then I died.
We didn't have time to get there. It's okay. You did.
I gotta remember to run across while the shadows are growing.
Yeah. It's okay. We did it.
I
think.
can, if I tree, I can move one and lose it to get into my line. I was just like 3 feet ahead, and I died. I killed myself on the 4th one.
Don't forget your chest. There is a little bit of time, so it is okay. You don't have to. I think the biggest problem that we have with it is that we are so scared of the time that we're all rushing it.
Yeah.
And while we do need to be quick, it's the food.
There was time with when I broke mine. There was time for you two to get into place. It looked like, but it was like barely enough time.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, the 4 was there for a really long time, and
Yeah,
by the time
that
it
was
was
my fault.
gone, by the time it was gone, the cleaves had gone off. Like,
On my screen, I hit it, and there was still like 2 or 3 seconds before the cleaves actually went off.
oh no, like for me, the line was still there, like, and then the cleave went off, like right when the line went away. So I was like, "There's no way I can get in there." But I was positioned on my side of the room, so there is a way to like deal with that last one if we're not fast enough. It's just the 1s and 2s just need to be directly straight across from it, so that the 3 and 4s can kind of or whatever number it is can kind of chill on the sides of the room. There will be a gap there.
Well, so they do have to be very careful. Like, I would say that 3 and 4 could just break their tether and run through and stand on that outside of the room, but they have to be careful to not be too close to the rod thing, because it's proxy based. So if they're closer than the 2 baiting, then they're still going to get hit.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like the very last one.
I know what you're talking about. That's what I mean. Is like I see what you're saying, where they can break their 3 and 4 and then just kind of run through and stay on that outside.
Well, we still have to break them, but even if we don't break them in time, so long as the 2 are on the other sides of the room, even if we don't break that last tether or the last 2, like it'll be okay. So long as the first couple people are just far away and on the like straight across. Like, there's just not a lot of room. Like, the cleaves aren't super wide. I would say probably I wouldn't say.
Well, so like where you and Coffee were spread was actually fine for baiting those. Like,
that's
it could have just been Ardini and I can run through it after we break and stay on the outside. The only thing I'm adding is that we can't be closer to the rod itself than you guys, because it's proxy based. It'll bait to us instead of to you, and we'll die anyway.
Yeah, well, the angle won't really change a whole lot, even if we go outside far, because it's such a. I think it's just because of the shape of the room. Like, they kind of don't want you to be able to cheese that. So, like, even if we're close to it, we'll still be able to bait it with like that safe space. So, like, yeah, we won't be like, I wouldn't say like run all the way to the edge of the room or whatever. Like, that would take too long. Especially in a high-stress situation, it would just take too long.
The issue really came down to I just didn't move across the room during the shadows growing. Like, I got too scared of the shadows growing, and I stopped in my spot and waited on my side of the room, and then waited for the shadow to go off so I could run across and then break, and that's what the issue was. So I think the 3 and 4 just need to make sure they just go across while the shadows are growing and then get ready to break.
Yeah, because we were in position. We were just waiting. But that was why there was any safety at all, is because we were already in position. I'm always trying to, like, sort of set my back to it, so I walk to the right fucking side. Can't believe coffee abandoned us for lunch. What about my lunch, coffee? What about my lunch? It's 1 p.m.
It's 1 p.m.
Yeah, it's 1
Yeah.
p.m. I don't get lunch.
That's weird. I thought it was morning around there.
What? No. It's 1 p.m. right now.
12:57 technically. Yeah.
So you'll finish raiding 3 p.m.
At 4
4
p.m.
4 p.m.
Yeah, we start right at lunchtime. So if I don't eat anything before, I'm not gonna eat anything till after. I wasn't hungry before.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm leaving now.
How fast did you eat?
I eat fast, so
That's pretty fast. That
yeah.
was,
I don't see it myself, but like anyone who's seen me eat is like, you eat so fucking fast. I'm like, oh, okay.
that was 5 minutes instead of 3 minutes though, so I'm docking your pay.
Sorry, it was roast dinner. Roast dinner's
like-
always bigger than normal.
Fucking Livy was like, I need to take a shower before raid. And we're all like everybody is like, oh no, it's gonna be a minute. And like he shows up like 2 minutes later and he's like, I'm ready to go, guys. And we're like, did you take a shower? He's like, yep, I'm all clean now. Like what?
No gamers, anything non-gaming is done very efficiently so that we can end-game.
Denny has decided
Nice,
to rebel.
I'm back.
He's rebelling.
Let's go.
Are you ready? Is everybody ready now? I like it when you do the eating bread emote and it like the bread is burnt. It happens sometimes. Who's not ready now? Who's doing this? Y'all are the worst. Y'all are the fucking worst.
My bread looks molded.
For your transgressions, we're going into Savage now.
Alright, we have to remember to try.
Oh no. Trying is too hard.
I didn't sign up to put effort into things.
Don't forget your food. Food check. Alright, big guy.
I wonder what
you're
caviar
so-
canapes would taste like.
Probably slightly salty. Okay.
I think the texture would gross me out.
Aren't they kind of like... Isn't caviar like... I don't know, kind of... Like, it just kind of pops. I've never had caviar. I'm not rich enough for that shit, so... Alright, Miss Belladonna, take your time.
Rich people eat garbage and then tell them it's worth like a fortune. Eat snails? Like what?
It's cargo. Well, that's like lobsters used to be poor people food. Here it comes, all my mitt. Like the way that I press like literally 2 buttons in normal mode to get the same result, but I press all of them in Savage. Here, I need 7 seconds because you guys killed her too fast. She didn't break my TBN.
Yeah, my fault, sorry. This big one will not... I mean, he will do the second one.
Alright. Ooh.
What? What about my damage?
You like exploded on the bridge.
Oh. I did have another reassemble, so I guaranteed. I forced a direct crit hit.
Oh.
Oh no!
On
No.
At least I know no one got me. Kono got me. Can I get a name?
Yeah.
I'm over here invulning to make sure your ass doesn't die. But Kono got you.
I crit for 42k, so there's that.
I'm just not gonna help Erdenny next time. Next time he's in peril, it's gonna let him die.
No.
Easily.
Only.
Cease, sir. Stop slapping me. I don't like the way he backhands me.
I love to see machines play.
I like seeing the 56k wildfire at the end there.
You see the little clock shoots off from the enemy and then runs out.
Yeah, I did. That was pretty funny. It lost like 4% HP from that.
Two seconds. Okay. It's gonna be weird because that guy decided to delay. Oh!
In what way?
I suppose I might have been too close. I know my hitbox pretty well, though. I call foul play.
You got hit by the acorn bomb, yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw how much damage I took. I took 153. There was no way I was living through it.
I mean, in no trade with you.
But I also was not standing in it. kind of insane to me how weak, like, level 70 and level 80 are right now. Like, compared to where we are now. Like, I was doing Heaven on High with one of my friends last night, and I had, like, 10k HP. I have 10 times that at 90. Like...
And there was a stat squish, too, and they still
yeah.
beefed, like, 90 up to a ridiculous amount.
So fucking much HP compared to where I was at 70.
I mean, doing secret content for our reward is just so weird because you're playing with less than 10k health, and all the bosses have the most conclusive mechanics ever.
I love how stupid some of the old mechanics
Doing
are.
like Blue Mage on Bahamut, and you're like, you get hit for, there's like a mechanic where it's like, you get hit for 6k, and you're guaranteed to die. It's like, people are like, you get hit for 6k, look at your HP, like, oh, I only have 3,500 HP.
Okay. If I
Like, how are you
play-
supposed to survive that?
That's my point of talking. All the post mechanics from Brute Justice on the last phase, it was like,
I love, like, some of the weird-ass archaic old mechanics. Like, we were talking about E4S earlier, like, last night. And, you know, I'm not mad that there's no checkpoint and that there's 3 phases. It doesn't upset me. I think it's interesting and it's different.
I've not actually ever done E4S. That's
I
the only
was-
ultimate I have not unlocked.
It's 14 minutes long. Make sure I don't die. Yeah, it's 14 minutes long. It is a lot.
I mean, it's a true Mario boss fight.
Yeah, I like it. Like,
That's-
I really like phase 3, honestly. That's my favorite. Where are you going?
I'm not sure.
That was close.
That's one thing
Almost
that
got
I
both
felt
balls.
that most miss on Savage for
Second.
one thing that the most good I felt of the misses on the moment was bosses that have no fear of going all out, because ever since they stated that priority for Savage into accessibility, most bosses having a checkpoint technically meant that you would be better for more people to frog and etc. I don't want to use that. Like that argument, but my favorite fight is 8.
Yeah, with the no checkpoint.
Yeah.
I dislike the fact they make you watch a teenager
Yeah,
script, though. Like, they force you to watch that cutscene every time.
To be honest, I never thought about that.
Yeah, she's like 16 or something.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
took a little too much damage.
To be honest, I only saw Shiva there. I'm sorry, I'm too weird.
Yeah?
I had to farm it. I had to farm it at 80 for the mount in the chest, because I didn't play during Shadowbringers, and I was just like, this is the creepiest cutscene I think I've ever seen. It's a very Japanese cutscene too. On top of that, like,
I mean, more creepy than VHS transition.
P8.
Yeah, that literally Resident Evil boss.
Hmm. It's creepy in a different way.
I love P8, like part 2. Damn, what a fight.
I
Like, not necessarily like the fight itself a ton, but narratively, I fucking love that fight.
same.
What a
Actually-
good fucking fight.
I really love Pietas as a fight. Yeah.
What I mean, as narrative for sure. What I mean is that execution, I literally fell asleep. In one
Yeah.
When I say the Pietas thing is, or Eatus, sorry, is creepy, it's like because of sexualizing minors, and it's a very Japanese thing to do that.
Oh yeah, it sure is.
And this comes from a person that has watched a lot of anime over the years.
Yeah, I mean, people still be forgiving the Rurouni Kenshin author.
Oh god, I still can't believe that guy got he got like a few months in jail and that's it. Oh my god. Now he's back to everybody loves him now. What the fuck?
Guys,
Yep.
Guys, I'm not forgiving the author. I just like
Oh, you can like.
I like Rurouni Kenshin, but I don't like the author.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Yeah, the setup for these guys demands that demands that I use my invuln at a very specific moment, and if I get killed before that moment, then I'm kind of fucked. Sometimes this guy follows me in, and sometimes he just doesn't. Out. %30 is up in 5 seconds. Alright, we've beaten the hardest bosses in the dungeon now.
We did it.
Okay, so
Alright. We did
the
it.
You actually forget the hardest boss is attrition.
We did that so fast I need like 20 seconds. So I need to slow the fuck down.
I could stop using Peloton to run between
I
tasks.
mean, it wouldn't be against it.
It would save a few seconds, yeah.
Yeah, we're not. This one, just not really in a hurry too much. For a low, it was always fucking go, 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 and this one is just kind of like, stop, kind of? Why am I at GCD behind? Oh, I had a lot of blood gauge. Might be, but I don't know, I just think this one might just be easier in general. But because especially we're changing north, especially because like, you know, Silky is so forgiving. The Gladiator is forgiving. Everybody be so forgiving in this dungeon. Make a mistake, alright. You get a hall pass. No, Rokon? No! It's so forgiving. Spread out so you can see your tethers. We need to leave the middle open. Hot. He spreads. I wasn't sure if I needed to say it or not, so I was like, I should probably get that out. Shit. And save enough mana. On here by the lightning. All right. First coming up. Oh, we have a green. Ew. I'm always checking just in case. At least it's not lethal. It's not a problem that it doesn't kill it. Alright. Him coming. Get away. Mid is up. Be safe over here.
God. I did not get lucky with heals there. No crits to be had.
It's okay, the Dullahan is
I
coming.
could have. I could
Save
have
us.
probably tacticianed that. I was gonna save tactician for the Dullahan, but I could probably just do it on that if something like that happens again.
I usually have something for the Dullahan's raid wides, but not for Armor's raid wides, because I can only do
Okay.
I can only pick one.
In that case, I'll just do dismantle on the first armor, and then I'll do tactician on the second armor.
Okay.
Because I was just saving it for the bleed on Dullahan.
Yeah, the Dullahan, the reason why I always want to make sure that I've got something for him is just because he fucking beats the shit out of me constantly. Alright, I got 9 seconds on my oblation, so we need to wait just a moment. Alright. Just so I make sure I have enough cooldowns for this bitch. Oh, 5 seconds. Alright.
No Peloton.
We can walk.
I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, you have a rich GPS now. Nice.
But it's killing too fast.
We're just too speedy. Out. I'm gonna use this so I can sync it back up with my burst window. It's been unsynced and it's bothering me.
Oops, I hit it by default there.
How dare you? Still have 20 seconds. See, See, Alo Alo was interesting because it seemed to take into account that some people's burst windows might become unsynced, and it kept us apart at 60-second intervals, and this is a 30-second interval, which would make it really hard for me to get back with the party at any point. Whereas the 60-second one, I could actually work with that. But Alolo also had like a really long walk to get to all the bosses. Long walk up a hill, long walk down a hill. Like, correct, GC. All is as it should be. North. I really don't like the North one, I'm gonna be honest.
I like it just because you don't have to get out of melee if you get targeted with a thing.
I don't like it because I have to pay attention to which side it's on. And I don't want to pay attention. Ready, spread out a little so you can see. Ice.
This is blue to the wall and yellow cardinal, right?
Yeah.
Clockwise? Okay.
Clockwise, yeah.
Oh no, we're on the ice side.
Oh god. Ah, fuck.
Oh no! It's okay.
I just followed you because I couldn't remember
Yeah,
where the
don't
safe spot.
follow
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look that one up. That's that particular pack. I keep meaning to look it up again because that's the one that's different from everything I've done,
Yeah, that one.
and I just forgot it.
Yeah, don't ever trust me at any point during the raid.
But my thing can be wrong.
So it's
I have tank privilege. I'm always wrong.
it's basically in the most open looking side, essentially, right? Because it looks like blue gets taken to the wall, and then yellow's clockwise, so it's just the opposite side of where yellow, or
Yeah, if
counterclockwise from the yellow.
Yeah, when it's intercards, we go to the yellow spot. When it's cardinal, it's the blue spot instead.
Yeah, Inner Cardinals is the one I was used to. It was just this one was is different for me, and I hadn't been able to see the pattern yet because we didn't ever get it yesterday.
I prefer getting every pattern but that one. I like every pattern but that one.
Coffee boat.
Yeah.
That is a very serious question. Have you ever met the sea castle?
I've met like a matcha kitty at some point. It's a kind of tea, but not actually a tea one. There's quite a few copy like related names that I send.
That was
To be fair,
that was just one thing that we looked in the list or wherever it was. There's someone called the castle.
is there?
You had 50%
I've never
crit
looked.
for that shit.
What?
You had 50% crit for that.
Oh. Well, we still didn't kill it much faster than usual, so...
Which is weird, because I did 15k, you did 14k. That was a lot higher than either of us usually do.
I'm weak little baby. It's so funny because like every time I'll bring up that they nerfed Dark Knight, everybody would be like, "No, they didn't," and I'm like, "They buffed every tank continuously over Endwalker. except for Dark Knight. So yes, they nerfed Dark Knight.
Yeah, it's now like the lowest damage of the tanks, I think.
I am the weakest little piss baby of the tanks now. Which is exactly where I was in Shadowbringers.
But for us for the old
I'm just gonna stand here.
Yeah, for one tier when I wasn't the best player ever, everybody and their mother was playing Dark Knight because it's such good damage.
That was back
then-
when a dancer would put the partner on Dark Knight just for the opener because it was that strong.
Yeah, we had Nixie did that a couple times as like a joke this tier because Dark Knight's opener is still a priority. It's still so fucking strong.
The only jobs I think that have higher priority are like Samurai and I think Monk maybe. And Monk's
Like-
really only if they crit.
Erdeni, for example, your eye. It would have actually, like, when we had a summoner in the party, it would have actually been better to put it on me, like, because it doesn't count for pets.
I know,
And
I
the
always
summoners damage.
I know and I always knew, but I don't use the dragon sight for party list. I use my dragon sight on macro. And I hate.
'Cause yeah.
I didn't hate. I was very lazy.
Yeah, it's like, it's just because of the whole pet thing. Like,
I know.
how pets don't, and pretty much all of summoners, like, best damage is because of pets. Which is kind of funny, considering that they're the only job that really doesn't need to do anything with a pet.
Even my shield is kind of like that.
Yeah. I don't know the priority between Dark Knight and Machinist, though. I just know the priority with Summoner is just ever so slightly.
Yeah, I don't know the actual priority, but I would think that a Dark Knight opener is probably worth more than a Machinist, because you're only getting like half an opener as a Machinist,
I have the
because you only have 50 gauge.
I have the priority on a
I know the priority, but
Well, it also has changed like every time they buff stuff.
Oh no! Wait, I have the priority on my
Alright. Sorry. I can't do that.
I was blocked by my jump. Ledge.
Kill me, sir, please. Yes, the sweet release.
Wait, how did I not die? Honeyed right, and I went like just slightly right of his face, and I didn't get hit.
There's a little room in the front. A little bit, but because we can't see the cleave, it's not reliable.
Oh, I didn't move far enough over. That's right. It's like the floor 80 boss, I think, in EO, where it's like the cleaves are off-centered.
With me, bro. Oh yeah, it's further. It's more than half.
Yeah, the strategy for that floor 80 boss was like, wait, just stay in the front of his face. Anytime he left or right cleaves, you just stay in the front.
But if we are in a situation of optimizing and fighting, I also sure will not use a master base fighting. I would use a normal because reverse is so smooth.
That's what mine is, because you can mouse over the party list and still hit them. So that's for my Dragoon, I use mouse over.
I'm a controller player. I ain't got no good mouse. Come at me. My mitt is all gone now. I hate seeing all of it disappear at like the same fucking time. Alright. Whoops. That actually worked out for me really well.
Yeah. I was only scared.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I forgot to summon Queen really late, so that was like... She didn't do shit on that boss.
It's okay, my shadow, I only get to use like half of him for that. But it's still worth it, so... Even though the Saprias aren't really like a huge threat, he gets a couple of hits in here, so... Better than doing nothing. Get away. %is up.
I like how I'm standing like way off by myself to bait all this stuff away from everybody, and it never targets me.
The less shit that I have to step on, the happier I am.
Like, I could technically be close using Bioblaster, but outside of the very first one, I'd rather just bait stuff far away, because we don't need to kill that super fast.
Alright, 10 seconds. Not so bad. We killed the last couple guys a little bit slower, so that was fine. Alright. Here we fucking go. Where are we going, Silky? What? Changing south? Yeah, you got Queen and Shadow to worry about now.
I'm like a couple GCDs behind on Bird.
Spread out so you can see your tether. You're leaving the middle open. And it's Pop Burst. Knock back.
Deus.
Sometimes I think Shadow is a player too. Like I'm like, who's over there? Oh, I see.
P12S is funny because the queen doesn't get scaled down during UAV.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, nothing does. Fucking salted earth, paladin's wings. Jesus Christ.
It's also like it scales you down, so like all your AoE effects, like they're still gonna hit the same distance. So that's why those don't get scaled down.
Alright, Silky. Do your fucking worst. No green. That's what we like. Explosive death.
I like seeing that.
I almost took elite damage. Alright. Should be okay. Bloom, get away.
I feel like I shouldn't use wildfire there. Yeah, like I could use it on this mob, but then I don't know if 2 minutes would be up for me on the last boss if I did that. Guess it wouldn't hurt to try next time.
I'm fine. I would have made it through. Alright, I gotta slap this guy's ass. Get away. And running. I am now a fine paste.
See, I used a 1 minute right at the start of that mob, and I have 25 seconds left on it now.
Thank you, coffee.
Yeah, it was awkward because I was trying to AoE heal, but I had to hold it so that you'd get your second part of the invuln. That was
Yeah.
scary for a little bit.
What did you say, Connor?
I think I'm good.
Oh, I don't have anything. Shit. I had like 2 seconds on my fucking AoE. Two. Ursa Bra. I have it.
Spread first. Yeah.
Sorry. There, now I can flip them around. There wasn't a lot of room for me. First is coming up. Hater's gonna hate. Up time, hell yeah. Okay, here we go.
I'll go outside.
Nothing. Use towers first. I'll go north.
Wow. Okay,
Okay.
fine.
I put up some defensives. First away.
Oh, my burst actually got fucked. Forgot to track my hypercharge, so I lost a bunch of GCDs on Wildfire. The 3.
Oh. Ugh. Oh, shit. I missed the first one because I had to turn him around. I thought it was 2. Ugh. Yeah, because I'm not looking at the guys behind me if I'm turning him around.
Let me bio really quick, if that's okay.
We could just take a break now.
Okay, that works.
Wait
Take a
for
break
my-
early.
Oh.
Please don't hurt me.
Alright, I'll be right back.
What's up, dog? Alright. No. Sit on the chair, not in front of it. On it. Ugh. I'm gonna get something to eat. I'm so hungry.
Alright, I'm back.
So, Connor,
What's up?
did you raid during WoW, right?
Yeah, I raided for like 11 years in WoW.
You raided since vanilla?
Vanilla all the way through to midway through Legion.
Legion, oh nice. So you jumped off before BFA, right?
Yes.
Can you explain the reason why you felt that it wasn't worth it anymore?
I got burned out really hard because I was a hardcore raider. I was in like top 20 US guilds for like 4 to 5 years of the 11 years I played.
That's insane.
And that meant a lot. It was like 20 plus hours of raiding each week, and everyone had to have an alt, and you had to have your alts geared up and know what you're doing on them, etc. Because you would have to do split runs to make sure mains got more gear. It was just like I was one of those players that I always made sure I was really competent in what I was doing, and because of that, I would tend to always be in raid and not sitting on the bench. So I was just always raiding. But anyways, in Legion they had the legendary items and the legendary artifact stuff that I was playing a fire mage at the time, and then in the middle of the tier, Blizzard nerfed fire, and I did not have legendaries for ice, and I did not have enough artifact power for my ice relic, and it was just like I was like, I can't do this again. Like it's like I've already done it in 3 different specs on Warlock for my alt, and I've done it mostly for Arcane and Fire on Mage, and neither of those were any good anymore. So it was like only Ice Mages. And I was just like, I'm done. I'm burnt out.
Let me get this straight. They nerf one spec of mage to fire mage, like middle of the expansion, with a system that revolved around you leveling up an artifact through grinding, and you can't respect the artifact, right?
Yeah, it was like different. You could have all 3 artifacts for all 3 specs, but it was like they all had their own specific amount of power and talent points and stuff that you put into it. So instead of using the same pool, like that would have been smart, is just make it so like, oh, when I spec from fire to ice, it just gives me all these same points that I had in fire. Or like it with the legendary items were even worse, because you had spec specific legendary items that could drop off of mobs when you're killing shit, and it was like super low % chance that would increase every time you killed more stuff. And they were spec specific. Some of them were good, some of them weren't, and they had different item slots. Like, so I think Fire had a hat that was really good, but there was no good hat for Frost. So like, you needed different raid pieces for each spec, just based on the fact that, oh, these specific items, these specific legendaries are the best in slot for me. There was no guarantee you would get those either, because it was random which one you would drop. It was just like, it was just a really shitty system, and that's pretty standard for Blizzard to nerf in the middle of a tier. Like they wouldn't even wait. Like how FF waits between like major patches before they actually nerf or buff stuff. WoW did not do that. It would be like 1 week you're raiding, and then the next week they would have buffed or nerfed something. Like no major patch or anything, just a big nerf or buff, and that's what they did to Fire Mage.
That's honestly pretty insane.
Yeah, it's really stupid. That being said, I think their combat system was a lot better. They don't have the bullshit server tick stuff. The GCD was a lot faster, and I actually really liked that.
I believe and I agree.
Gonna put this here. I hope this works.
They also had GCD based on class, like Rogue and Feral Druid and Cat Form both had a 1 second GCD, whereas everybody else had 1.5 as a base.
The strong don't want mercy. Send them to the
That I
drink.
was really wondering about was how was the animosity around the announcements of all the changes in Fallout 3 for the game design for the next 3 expansions that they're saying of the words. I believe it's the Word Soul Saga. Word Soul Saga. What do you think about it?
I honestly have not followed anything Blizzard since. I haven't followed anything WoW since I quit. I haven't followed anything Blizzard since the Hong Kong fiasco with
Time to go.
Overwatch. I've kind of just sworn off anything Blizzard, so I couldn't tell you anything that they've done since I quit.
Wait. Is it the Overwatch fiasco or the?
Yeah, so
Or
back,
the
I don't.
allegations fiasco.
No, this was before the sexual harassment allegations. This was like this was during the like really big support movement for Hong Kong that was having issues with China.
Oh, I remember. I remember that.
Yeah, they had like a caster. I guess some of the players came out on an official Overwatch league thing. Some of the players in China came out with supporting Hong Kong. Like they had some kind of thing on their clothes that just was the. I don't even remember what it was, but it was something that like you see it and you just know that they're saying, "Hey, I support Hong Kong's independence," etc. And one of the casters said something like, they made a comment about it because it was illegal to say any obvious support for Hong Kong, but they made a comment of like, "We all know what that means." Like that's all they said about it, and. This was someone that officially worked for Blizzard, the Overwatch League stuff, for the Chinese audience, and China basically was like, you need to fire this person or we're like cutting our ties with you or something like that, and Blizzard like fully backed China on that and fired them. Literally, the guy only said like, we all know what that means. That's literally all he said.
Oh my God. I understand. I completely understand the outrage. I felt the same way with the Blitzchung incident and all the fallout that caused that on the BlizzCon that year.
Yeah, they've been making really stupid decisions with ever since then. I mean, they've been making stupid decisions for a very long time, but
Yeah.
ever since then, ever since they've been acquired by Activision, they've just been kind of circling a drain, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Time to move.
My first big
I
mission.
felt the exact same.
And sadly, they're not the only game studio that has these sexual harassment allegations that were that bad. Like, they're just the only one that it came to light.
I believe
I'm surprised all the Riot Games stuff didn't like get anywhere near as much of a shitstorm as Blizzard did, considering the size of Riot Games. It was very kind of just like almost like it's not. I guess it was kind of sort of under the rug. Like the community makes a lot of jokes about the allegations with like how Riot Games treat women, but like it's nothing compared to what like Blizzard had in the terms of like the fallout on their like customer base.
Theirs was also just like, I don't know, like some of the stuff that came out with Blizzard's was like really dark. Like it was just like, holy shit, this isn't just like catcalling, which is still terrible, but like it was like people committed suicide over the harassment. Like, goddamn, that's super fucked up that it was even allowed to get to that point.
I got the need.
I remember something about what you were saying with the person who didn't directly, like openly, with words specifically support Hong Kong, but like I remember something about that.
Yeah, he didn't even say his opinion one way or another. He just said, "We all know what that means."
Yeah.
Like,
Just an implication,
it.
and that's all it took.
Yep.
It's just like, God, that's so fucking stupid. Also, random topic change, but if anybody wanted to see my apartment, the sushi shop, you can.
Sure.
It was, I think, the first thing I actually made for housing.
Are you gonna put your set of armor in there if you want to do Rokon with us?
It's at 100 slots, so I don't know that I could.
You gotta find room for the giant armor.
I don't know that it even has room.
It's pretty fucking big, the armor. It's pretty big.
Maybe I'll look at the preview when I get in there. It should be apartment 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apartment 13, 23rd ward.
This one definitely could not be done on console with the floating because I had to sink some stuff into the floor, and you can't do that in an apartment on console.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, this countertop was way too tall.
Yeah, I don't know the second thing about. I don't even know the first thing about doing housing stuff. I'm very amateurish.
Second, I gotta check.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing
look at
about
them.
using... Oh, what is it? The thing about using mods for... to do things in your house is that it can be pretty easily identified.
Some of
whereas
it.
with floating, there's also, if you use your idle cam, it can clip into the void when you use mods, but it won't do that if you've floated things. So, oh god, oh there you are.
Time to move.
Ugh.
First big mission.
Oh, nice, comfy. I think there's room for a giant set of armor sitting at one of these bar stools. He's here for a drink too.
Just a patron.
I even have a cash register over here that I set up for RP reasons, and then I just never got the.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't make my. Also, there's a secret here that was an accident. If you stand right here and jump, how you were just talking about the void.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. That's
There's
cool.
no coffee. Come back.
It went into the light.
I ain't no sandwich.
I hope this works.
Describe sandwich.
Barbecue pulled pork on some toasted bread.
Nice.
My sister's actually bringing the food home, surprisingly. I remember reading you complaining about your roommate, like not really thinking about anyone but themselves a lot of the time.
He's such a piece of shit, man.
Well, my sister does that a lot of the time too, so this is actually really surprising.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
I watch her dog all day, 5 to 6 days a week. I watch her dog, and she does not really ever think to pay me back for it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be moving out. See, the dog that I have is my roommate's dog. I took her when she was a puppy because he was not training her or anything. He didn't have a job or anything. He wasn't doing anything. He was just getting fucking high and staying at home with his parents. And he's lied to me before about the whole, well, I was doing it because I was taking care of my mom because, you know, she had cancer. And I'm like, you were doing it because you couldn't pass a drug test to get a job because you were getting high all the time. I'm like, if you want to help your dad take care of your mom, you would have gotten a job. Like, you would have worked at the gas station, like, down the street or something. Like, if you really, really wanted to help. And, like, it's shit like that that drives me crazy. Because it's like, it's that stolen valor shit. But, like, he wanted this dog. He had a beagle before he had her. She's a lab shepherd. Much bigger than a beagle. And he didn't know how to train a dog. So when she was a puppy, she kept getting over the fence. She kept, like, chewing on the neighbors when they would come over. Like, she kept tearing things apart. And their landlord was like, get rid of the dog. So I adopted her. And she's lived at my house ever since. And I trained her. And, like, he lives with me now. And while I don't, like, she's his dog, technically. She's still under his name and everything.
It wasn't me.
But when it comes to who she listens to, she really, like, she listens to him, if he's more forceful, but I don't even need to say anything and she'll listen to me. Like, I could just look at her and she'll be like, okay, I won't do that again. Like, Like there's definitely there's like a hierarchy in the house when it comes to the dog, and she's very well trained and everything. Like she'll listen to a stranger telling her to sit or something. Like she'll let you tell her what to do. But like for me, she's older. She's 5 now, and you know I'm gonna be moving out in June, and it is going to be easier to move out if I do not have a dog with me. Especially a large
Especially
dog.
a big dog, yeah.
And again, she's his dog to begin with. So I'm like, well, I mean, she's your dog, so I'm gonna leave her with you. And I told him, if you want to prove to me that you will be a good dog owner, like, you have to take care of her as if I'm not here. You have to pretend that I'm not in the house and show me that you will take care of her well. Because if you don't, I will take her. Like, I'm not going to leave her in a house where the person who lives there doesn't ever want to be in the house. Like, I'm not going to leave her. And
it's not the dog's fault when the owner is like... That's what people tell me. I tell people about my sister all the time with her dog, and they're like, just don't take care of her dog then. I'm like, I can't do that. It's not the dog's fault.
Take care of the dog. Someone's got to.
Yeah, I'm not going to... Just because she doesn't want to be appreciative, like her issue is that she's engaged, and her fiance, she stays at his house most of the week, but he has dogs that can't mix with other dogs, and her dog's been attacked by a dog before, so it's not like, and it's also a 16-year-old dog, so it's not like you can really train him to be okay around more aggressive larger dogs, because he just won't. He's just very old. So like, she has to leave him here, and that's fine. Like, I don't mind taking care of him. I still get frustrated taking care of him all the time, but just because he is an old dog, and I would prefer just being me and my dog. But anyways, like, I'm okay with that. It's just like, yeah, she doesn't think beyond like the fact that I'm always taking care of him like all the time, and she doesn't really think to pay me back for that at all. Other than every rare occasion, she'll do that.
We had an argument about it about a month ago, where, you know, I told him about taking care of the dog as if I'm not there. And his response to the argument, because I was like, there is nothing that separates you and I from an animal abuser. Because it is wrong to think that you could never abuse an animal. It is so deeply wrong to ever think that you are above even unintentionally doing that to an animal. And I'm like, you know, so the implication was, if you are not taking care of her, that is abuse. And his response to me saying that we are no different than abusers if we don't take care of the dog was, well, now you're making me feel bad. And I'm like, you should feel bad. Like, that should make you feel bad. It should make you want to take care of her more. And, you know, he started, like, paying attention to her for about 2 days afterwards, and then just stopped. And he now likes to go to a friend's house where he was gone for 13 hours the other day. And, like, I like the peace and quiet. I like it when he's not here, because we won't argue about anything while he's not here. But also, like, a part of me is like, he's not showing me that he'll take care of her. He's showing me that he's gonna go hang out at his friend's house all day. And that's not gonna change when I'm gone. He's still gonna do that. He's gonna go to work. He's gonna get up at 6. He's gonna go to work. He's going to go to his friend's house at 2 when he gets off. And then he's gonna come back home at 11. And he will have given her breakfast and walked her once. And, you know, I know if I approach him about that, he's gonna say, I'm gonna get the whole spiel about, well, you're in the house, like, you could do it. And it's like, well, I am doing it, first off. But also, what makes the situation kind of difficult is I don't have a job right now. So, like, I'm just in the house. I'm, like, trapped here. Like, I can't, there's nothing I can do. And, like, I'm the one who can drive. He can't drive. But I'm the one without a job. So it doesn't matter because I can't go anywhere because I can't afford the gas for the car.
Yeah.
So, like, he's trapped because he won't learn how to drive. And I'm trapped because I ain't got no money to go nowhere. So, like, it's it's very hypocritical of him to be someone who I did not criticize for multiple years when he was, because he has a lot of mental issues, and he has, he had a drug problem and everything, and he had a drinking problem, and it's not like, I didn't blame him when he didn't have a job all that time, because there were like 2 years where we were together where he didn't have a job, and I did not hold that against him. Like, I was like, if he wants to rationalize it as I'm staying home to help my mom, fine, whatever. It's bullshit, but fine. Like, you could just say, I don't want a job. Like, you could just be honest. But like, I've been out of a job for 7 months now, and I understand that it is frustrating coming home to me, not having, like, not doing anything. Like, I just clean up around the house and make meals and shit. Like, I'm like a fucking housewife. And, it's probably frustrating to him, who comes home and he's just gotten off work or whatever, and he needs to go out and walk the dog. But that's not gonna change when I leave. Like, it's not gonna be different. Like, I just won't be there for you to be mad at. So, like, what changes when I'm gone? Nothing. Like, nothing at all is going to change. And, like, I keep talking to my mom about it. I'm like, we might have to take the dog. Because he has not shown any sign of being interested in taking care of her. And it kind of pisses me off when he comes home from work and he's all like, up in her face and cuddling her. And he's like, oh, my girl, my baby girl. And it's like, you don't even want to be with her. Like, you spend entire days gone from the house. Like, what do you mean, your dog? Like, shit pisses me off.
Yeah, and then it's opposite for me, where my dog is like a Velcro dog to me, and she and I have been attached to the hip for 13 years now. I've had her since she was 6 weeks old. She turned 13 last month. And we just don't. I try not to do anything without her because I'm just attached to her as she is to me.
He could probably take her to his friend's house. Like,
yeah. I mean, I used to do that with her too. If I had friends that I wanted to go hang out with, a lot of times they were cool with her being around, so I would just bring her with me.
Yeah, like, Jolie is a really good dog. Like, she is friendly to everyone. She's never attacked a soul in her life. Like, this dog is afraid of the laundry basket. Like, if you pick up a laundry basket, she hides next to me because she's like, big scary basket. Like, she doesn't attack it or anything. She's just like, it's so scary because it's big and it's in the air. Like, she is such a pussy. And, like, I took her, I worked at a dog training facility for about a year. That was my most recent job. And I quit just because management was mismanaging everything. And it was frustrating as someone who, like, really cares about animals, like, to watch them, like, take away all of the time that, like, we, the carers, had to play with the animals and everything. They started taking all of that away and making our shifts shorter so that all we were ever doing was cleaning, and the dogs just got kicked outside or whatever. And we weren't spending any time with them. We would just kick them outside so we could clean and bring them back because that was all we had time to do. But, like, it's I took her once to the dog place, and because I was like, I would really like to put her in the big field with all the dogs and to see how she reacts. Because she's not a violent dog, so I was like, she'd probably just be scared. Because generally the way to train a dog out of their fear of being around other dogs is basically exposure therapy. Like, you put them around the other dogs with your presence, and you permit them some time of safety and privacy afterwards, and then you reintroduce them again and again. Like, that's
you can also, I like to do the positive reinforcement one too, where you just associate, like, just them looking at a dog, you give them a treat. And you just keep increasing the exposure to the point they're like, oh, they start associating other dogs with good things, so they don't act aggressive, they don't act scared.
At the facility was based on positive reinforcement. There was no punishment or anything like that for any of the dogs. I really liked that place. It was a really nice place. We treated those animals so well. And like we called it like a 5-star hotel for dogs because that's kind of what it was. Like, but it was on a farm, so they were running around in like the horse field and stuff. Here, give me a second.
Time to go.
But like, they, like, you know, when they changed the management and everything, shit started to change, and I just really didn't appreciate it. And then they put me down on 1 day a week because I brought it to their attention. I was like, I don't think this is a good move for the business because we're not spending time with the animals like we should be. So I was punished for speaking out, and I quit. And like, I'm just thinking about how I took her. I took her to the like the big dogs like her would be up in the big barn, and the big barn was a repurposed horse barn. So all of the stalls used to be horse stalls. So there's like little bars and stuff, and the dogs would like stick their heads through them and everything to, you know, like lick you as you walked by and stuff. And like the rooms were tiled and everything. Like it was, you know, it was nice. It was a refitted horse barn, but it was definitely a horse barn.
I accept your terms.
But we like I put her in while I was cleaning, and then like she knows that she's not supposed to jump on people, but she likes jumping, so she jumps in front of you. And she's a big dog, so it can look a little intimidating, but she knows she's not supposed to land on you when she jumps. So most of the dogs, when they would come in, they would jump on the bars because they're so excited someone's coming to the door. They might let me out. They might come into the room, like, you know, the dogs are really excited. And they would, like, she refused to jump on the bars to the kennel door. Like, she jumped in front of them, and I'm like trying to reach in there and pet her, and she's like jumping, but she won't get close to the bars. And I took her out with the other dogs, and it was so embarrassing. Like, I put her out with like the most friendly dogs we had, like the most social ones, the owner's dog, like a couple of other dogs, like the nicest dogs I've ever met. And she was so nervous. Like, first off, she didn't leave my side the whole time. But she was so nervous. She was frothing at the mouth. Like, and everybody's like, whose dog is that? And I was like, not my dog. It was so embarrassing. But, you know, I love my dog. She may be the biggest chicken I've ever met in my life. But she's also a COVID dog, which is a dog that was born around the time of, like, the lockdowns. So, like, dog parks weren't open or anything like that. Like, socializing COVID dogs was a lot harder than socializing other kinds of dogs. So, like, generally, within a span of, like, 3 years or so, 2019 to, like, the end of 2022, we would always consider those COVID dogs. And, you know, like, we would always give them a little bit of extra care when it came to socializing and stuff because they needed it. Like, they needed a little bit more time to adjust, and, you know, it was small specialized things like that that made me really like the job that I had because, like, we cared about the individual dog's needs. Like, you know, if we got a Sholo dog in, those hairless Mexican dogs, if we got those dogs in and they needed to have their, like, they needed a special kind of collar that didn't chafe around their neck. So we would go out and we would buy the special collar, and it's like, okay, well, next time we have a Sholo dog, we'll have a collar for that dog. Like, we would, you know, their parents, the breeders for Sholo dogs usually make their own homemade ointment that goes on their skin to keep them from getting, like, a rash or something. So, like, we would make sure to apply that stuff every day. If your dog had a funky-ass diet or whatever, like, we catered to whatever diet they had. Like, you know, it was a very personalized experience for each individual dog. Like, Bordeaux's, which are a sort of similar to another dog. I forget the name. It's like a big French bulldog, like a big one. Kind of like the size of like a pit bull, like a big head is a square. It's a box. But they have stomach issues, and like this was one of the more interesting things I learned about Bordeaux's is they have some stomach issues, and until they get fixed, their stomachs in their bodies are not like their guts are kind of loose, so their stomachs can like flop around if they get full of like water or something, and it can make them very sick. So like when they get fixed, doctors tend to like staple their stomachs to the wall of their bellies so that that problem doesn't persist anymore. But we had a Bordeaux named Merlin, and the solution to having an unfixed dog like that, like a Bordeaux, while they're young, if you want to use them for breeding or something like that, or if you just don't want to get your dog fixed, which you should, you feed them ice instead of water. Like, you don't give them a bowl of water, you give them a bowl of ice. And it helps them, like, take in the water without making their stomachs, like, slosh around. And, you know, like, so I would, while it was summer and we had Merlin there, it was my job to come to his kennel every hour or so and refill his bowl with ice. Like, pour out the water and put more ice in. Like, you know, it was a really nice place and I liked working there. But, it's shit when stuff is being mismanaged like it is. And that's
My dog thinks ice is a treat. I don't know what it was, but she heard the ice machine one time and I gave her a piece of ice, and now she hears the ice machine and she just thinks it's oh, hey, it's treat time.
Yeah, my cat, I would always pour a little bit of, because most cats are lactose intolerant. But I would always
most mammals are lactose intolerant.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I would always put a little bit of milk inside the cap of the milk carton and just, like, pour it on the tile for him. So, like, whenever he heard the fridge door open, he would come running. He was so spoiled.
That's I just posted my dog in Discord.
We lost our Denny long ago. He's still at your house, I think.
Yeah.
Aw, what a cutie.
And that's my mom's dog next to her, who is a lot younger. She's about 6 or 7 now, I think.
Alright, let's get back in there. But yeah, it's frustrating. Like,
I will have to, in addition to the groceries, I'm sure when my sister gets home I'll have to help her bring stuff in, so I'm going to have to give her that.
Yeah, depending on when it is, we can always just stop early, too. Because if it's closer to, like, 3:30 or something when she shows up, then we can always just stop early.
I'm not exactly sure when it will be.
Wait, where are you guys? Oh no!
We're in my apartment.
We're gonna go into Savage!
No! Oh my gosh, a fellow dogu. So cute dogu.
Alright, here we go. Ardena, you need to fix your portrait. I'm tired of looking at your yearbook photo.
I'm sorry. It's my top piece. I need to fix it.
It's really cool when people actually take care of it.
It can be a pain in the butt, depending on how many dogs you have, but I like dogs.
Yeah, I didn't want a dog when I moved into my apartment. I had my cat. It was just me and my cat against the world. And I was happy. And yeah, I was just like, I don't want this mutt that my partner at the time had. I didn't want her going to the pound. Because she didn't.
Do you have a pet copy?
I got a cat. My family aren't really animal people. I'm kind of like the odd one out when it comes to that. So I had pets when I was in South Africa. That was fun. I had like 2 dogs and a cat then.
Red flag, not pet people.
Oh, no.
I've grown up around animals.
Yeah. Well, it's my mum doesn't like dogs. gets nervous around them, and from my dad, he had a dog when he was younger, and I think he had trauma from losing it, and so doesn't want to go through that again. So that's very understandable.
Yeah, it's gonna crush
Yeah.
me. My dog's 13, so it's gonna crush me when she's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, I was trying to when I went to go visit my when I went to go visit my grandma recently. Oh, shit! Please stop hitting me. I was trying to talk to her about my cat, and I just started crying. So I love my cat. I didn't have anything else. I was out. TBN had like 1 second left on it.
Yeah.
You guys can do it. But yeah, like I was trying to talk to her about it because my grandma just got a cat, and she really likes her cat. And she's like, "Well, what happened to your cat?" And I was like, "Oh, grandma." And I started talking about it, and I was having a hard time talking about it. I just started crying. He was my best friend for 16 years.
Oh. Had a cat that is my dad's cat. He was kind of a dick to everybody. We didn't like him for a long time, but then my mom's cat died. He turned into the sweetest cat in the whole world.
Cats just don't like others.
Well, it's more like he filled a void.
You're gonna love it. That's one that hates
Man, Buffy
Well,
was so
he became like my favorite pet, and issue was like we came home one day and we found this trail of blood leading up to the refrigerator, and his face was just covered in blood. And we rushed him to the vet. He's only like 9 at the time. We rushed him to the vet, finds out he has this like feline leukemia or something.
Yeah, a lot of guy cats in particular will develop feline leukemia late in their lives.
Yeah, it was really sad.
Yeah, it was really sudden for me because like I just came home from going shopping one day, like 2 hours later, not a long period of time, and he had just been on my lap, keeping me from putting my shoes on, as cats do. I don't know, like a couple hours earlier, and I came home and he was paralyzed from the waist down, like, and he was so miserable. Like, there was no way that I was gonna, keep him like that, just because
Yeah.
I didn't want to lose him. Because, like, when it comes to pets, they can't speak, so you have to speak for them. That's how I see it. Oh shit. Fuck! That was almost really.
Oh no.
That was not okay. I read that as honeyed front for some reason. It was not honeyed front. Okay.
Yes, kill me, please. I wish to die. Yes, correct them.
We had an Akita at one point that she was 100 pounds at her biggest, and just big, lovable. Like, she was just the sweetest dog ever. And she got to bite. She only lived to like 12 years old, I think, but she was really weak. Like, she could barely stand. She was throwing up anything she would try to eat. We had to carry her outside. She only weighed like 40 pounds by the time she passed. Like, we let her go on too long. We kind of swore that, like, yeah, we're not going to do that again. Like, that's cruel.
Yeah, my
To let them
cat.
suffer that long just because you don't want to see them die.
Yeah, my cat Punky had oh dear, that's really late. My cat Punky had a stroke one night while me and my mom were at work when I was in high school, and we couldn't afford to take her to the vet or anything. So like that changed the way that I see it a lot. Like, because she spent the night with me and she was just screaming, like, just howling all night long. And like I was like, I'm not going to school tomorrow, and I'm like, that's fine. And she just died in my arms that night. And I gotta say, experiencing an animal's death throes is like the scariest shit in my whole last life. Like, don't ever do that to yourself. Ever.
Yeah.
That shit was messed up, man. And
Why do you want to mess with
have I never hunted my own food? Where I live, most people might. Alright. But yeah, I didn't want that for Buffy. I wanted him to... I could afford to take him to the vet, and when they told me that there was nothing they could do to help him... Ah!
What?
You usually aren't caressing the dying deer. Oh, Era's talking to me right now.
I was so confused. Why am I screaming?
I'm hearing voices. Oh no, we're doing this too fast. I don't know if I like this. Alright, Coffee, I have much longer on Shadow than usual.
Yeah, jeez.
Speedrun strats. Get out. We need to stop with how much damage we're doing. Cease this instant.
Yeah, I got targeted twice.
I am about 30 seconds off, so we'll just go ahead and pull. 30 seconds is a long time to wait. You'll just see me doing some random shit sometimes. I guess Shadow right now. Okay. Moving north. It's gonna be awkward. When is birth?
40th second.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm using Shadowbringer. Alright. Leave the middle open. Hot bird. Knockback kind. Oh, I forgot to press it. Never mind. It's fine. This is so awkward for me right now.
I'm not sure if I got a tactician on.
Pour coffee.
So I
And
think
a
my
really
Kara show was
weird
like 1 GCD late as well. It sucked.
Oh, by the light. I don't like it when it's over here.
This is great. What do you mean?
It sucks for me. I hate this.
I get to hit the boss from over here. It's great.
No, it sucks.
My favorite. It's like an extra 3 GCDs of uptime. It's wonderful.
No, you can slide cast your ass over there. You're not in a hurry.
Oh, it's not the side classes. I'm straight up out of range when it's like not either end.
I don't care about you. Wonder if I'll raise things. Well, no, actually I won't. That'll be worse. Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Got it green.
I think that was mine, because I was a little bit slow to move. Like, spaced out and forgot which way he leaned.
It's if
Okay.
this was, I agree. If this was a low, I would definitely have had us doing like the downtime strat, specifically because like we would have just died during that mechanic. Honestly, wait, why can I not target you? What? Wait.
What?
Confused. That was weird. I was like hitting the target button and it was not doing anything. I was like, that's so weird. To the bell hand, he's coming. He's coming. That was really strange. And frustrating.
Oh no, I'm done. I'm sorry, Chief.
Get away. Am I gonna die?
Maybe I have no faith.
Please. Deceased. Please.
I never pressed home. My butt was so nervous in my life.
I went ahead and bursted there anyway, just in case.
It works, it works. I am so far off first. Like, I am drifting into the district. No, please. Please, sir. Please don't.
Like there was that one rule on the SR that if I didn't have to faint it was for sure the death of my castle. And I was like, bro, if I had to use it again, I would that.
Isn't a lot of the mitigation in DSR like super precise anyway? Get away.
Yeah, but it was
Oh. Kill him. Finish him. How are you guys doing? When's first?
What?
first is up.
When's first?
Oh, it's up.
Okay,
me.
I'm gonna just chill for a moment and let me resync with you. This is agony.
This one's pot burst.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I don't want to do that alone again. Like, in a low, again, it wasn't so bad because it was like 60 seconds constantly. So there was always like, eventually I would come back around with everybody, but this is different. Three. I'm gonna rotate my camera early. Oh, okay. Oh, less smith than usual on this one. Nothing fatal. Curse of Ra. Who has? Erdeni, you have.
Stack first.
You. Ah!
We got
Right fast enough.
attack
Yeah.
by both. It's fine.
Oh wow.
Enjoy your no death wall.
Didn't get away fast enough. Oh come on! I was about to say if he starts fucking casting instead of autoing me.
One of the very, very, very few boss that has no death flow.
I hate him.
I love it.
You love not having the death wall.
Oh no, I mean the boss, not the no death flow.
I think it's really like the dodge for might is really cool. Alright.
By the way,
What? Oh yes, yeah I do. Yeah, I can give it to you after. I'm in the sync shell for the Discord.
wait, did Discord have a sync shop?
Oh my god, Erdenny.
I didn't know! I didn't know! Oh, I'm so sad now. I barely knew the rest of the server, but I just hang out because I think they are pretty cool.
I know, he doesn't like socializing with anybody.
I
He's
get
like the
nervous a lot of the time.
He's like the old man on the walls.
I'm like,
Oh no.
I'm like the Criterion Gremlin that comes out of the cave every week.
Like the unknown from the Willy Wonka experience. Hiding in the walls.
Criterion Gnome, let's go.
Yeah, I'd give you the code now, but I don't want it to like do downloading while we're doing this.
No worries. I prefer to get into the if I can.
It's pinned in the
it's
Discord.
for general chat.
It's on in comments.
Yeah, for general chat. Oh wow. My shadow killed it.
Oh, nice.
I like the esteem defeats the Kayla. Jesus. He never gets a win.
Of course, I directly hit everything, but still was pretty good. Love Dragoon. I love Dragoon.
Dragoon is fun though. I hope they don't take the fun away from it.
Ah, they will. I'm sure.
I mean, the sustained damage from Dragoon is pretty nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the only DPS that still isn't 100% first all the time on the get-go. There are a few other jobs that needed to get the resources to show the fun part of the people, but
You guys need to stop killing her so fast, because now I have a dark arts, and I'm gonna get another one, and I can't carry two.
I'm sorry.
You're wasting my potency. I'm gonna have to dodge with you guys. Good. They went off really.
And now if you look at FF logs, Dragoon is actually still one of the top DPS for a lot of fights because of just how good their sustain is over the course of a fight. I think the only thing higher than it right now is Black Mage, and that's probably just because of people gimmicking Black Mage and like catering to them.
Also, I heard a few people saying that their team is going to release transport
No!
yeah. I mean, people
As someone who has just barely learned how to start using it, no!
yeah, it's the few things like that that makes me really don't understand why they keep taking out things that only make the job like 1%, half percent better, and it don't ruin the bigger picture of the job. It's just for optimization in this tool because everything is
There will be a lot of very angry black mages if they remove it. Well, there's a lot of people hoping at least Pictomancer's on par with black mage at least. It's not going to have a revive. They did say that.
Yeah. I don't know if it will be.
If it's a more mobile black mage and they remove transpose from black mage, you'll see a lot of people swap mage.
yeah. But yeah, the only hope that I have for John Trail is that during the Dragoon rework they don't make Dragoon a Reaper 2, and during the Astrologian rework they bring back a Storm Blood Astrologian.
I doubt they'll do that. But...
I'm sure they don't, but I can only dream. Because I mean, I know there is a few side variants right now that at this point already was solved, but there was a lot of people that wanted the randomness on the cards to stay, and other people that wanted the randomness on the card to leave. And there wasn't a consensus between the launch of and Walker. That's why they were going to be
Yeah.
Honestly, I like it even still now.
I don't like Endwalker Astro. I liked Shadowbringers Astro. South?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's also at like a lower point in its play than it has ever been. Like, people just it's hard enough to where people don't really want to approach it, which is not where it should be. Like, people shouldn't feel like they can't approach a job. Ice.
And that's why I tried that.
Be by the ice, not the lightning. Hot birds?
That's why I
Back? Yeah, Paladin wasn't a really good place. And I know everybody and their mother is like, well, this old Paladin. It's like, it wasn't a bad place.
I super understand people that got off, but I believe.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. I feel like everybody should feel like they can play a job and they don't have to feel like they're stupid because they're struggling. But I also think Summoner is a little too easy. There is a happy meal. It just has so little to press. Like, even on my controller, I'm like, there's just not a lot of buttons. Oh, I didn't need to press that then. Oh, never mind, he broke it.
I will say in Summoner's defense is I got pulled in last second during the first tier to learn 3 fights because they were frogging P3 and I had to learn P1, P2, and MP3 in about 2 hours. And Summoner made it so I did not have to learn. I didn't have to worry about my rotation.
That was really interesting. Like an Uber job, just like.
No green. That's the Reaper meta. When will they start designing the game around Dark Knights?
Start designing the game wrong. Everything is 2.12.
Monk is so weird. You can't double weave for shit without a add-on.
Yep. It's the healer of the mayonnaise.
I mean, Monk was my main last tier, so... I only swapped to Samurai this tier because we were having a Dancer and a Ninja, and they were going to give the dance partner to the Ninja, and I knew that they didn't deserve it, so I was like, I'm going to go Samurai.
Yikes. Bro, you're so bad, you don't deserve it.
I mean, yeah, he is.
Yikes.
I will say... I brought an alt with a 645 weapon to raid one time, an alt monk of mine, that out-damaged him.
I mean,
And he was best in slot.
I mean, I don't want to sugarcoat
Hey.
it, but if I were you, I would just like throw the forcing analysis on
Now.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I mean, I left the static anyway. There was more issues than just him. He was one of the issues, but like it was just like we had a black mage that would just show up. Didn't ever research anything. She was home all day. Her husband was the Dark Knight, and
Oh no.
when their kids were out, she was not researching anything. He had to log on to her character, and he was working all the time. He had to log on to her character just to get dailies completed so that she could cap her tombstones each week. Because she wouldn't do it. She and her husband were best friends with the raid leader, so like she wasn't going anywhere, and it was just like they weren't gonna kick her ever. They'd been playing together for years, so it was like, well, if I'm the odd man out, like I don't really want to deal with this next tier. We had a white mage that was bar spraying. He would treat Prague as if he's trying to barse, and we just barely let us die like all the time. It was just so frustrating.
Literally right when it hit 0, he killed me.
Oh, it was my fault.
What an asshole.
It was my fault, I think.
How dare you?
It's on my monkey brain. I see King's Rule, I think.
How's everyone's food looking? Alright, Denny, you need food. You're looking gaunt.
I got some IRL food.
Shit, I should probably engage.
I'll say one thing I really like about Machinist Opener is it's very consistent. There's not like RNG procs that I'm looking for, and I can force crits in my biggest hits, and then the wildfire itself doesn't even crit, so...
Yeah, that's why the bots love machinists too.
Bots? What do you mean?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, bots love Machinist and Warrior. They're favorites.
Machinist is what I did EO on solo.
You've never encountered a bot in this game, or Denny?
I never encountered a bot that plays the game. I mean, I always found gathering bots and fire road bots. When they did play, they just do the stuff with the
Just not gonna put a shield up here. That way we can freely kill it without me overcapping. Get away. More bit here in a second. Alright, it's up. Oops. Okay. It's the rat. The cute pink rat. I actually really like the earring that you get for this. Okay, 20 seconds.
I don't think I've seen it.
Well, I mean, what, the only way to see it is to clear Savage. Or
True.
maybe oh, well, it might be regularly kept. We could go to Scholar's Harbor afterwards and look. Changing south. love being greedy. Nice. It spreads.
Oh, I forgot my mid on that one, sorry.
Oh, good.
Good.
Y'all seem healthy enough. Which means it's working exactly as intended. Oh, you're gonna be over here. Get over here. I was just pulling Silky a little bit further. You got the snoot position?
The blue mage positional.
Blue mage
Uh-huh.
position and let's go.
You got the boot the snoot? I don't like this one. I don't like it, coffee.
Why not?
More work for me. I don't need it. Come on, what do you think?
Reminds me of Brawler and Terra that actually did have frontal positionals as a major mechanic.
I believe we lost Arc.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to press that. Well, shit. We have a green. Good damage regardless, I guess.
We did have very high damage that time.
If I didn't that,
Yeah. That's actually true. Yeah, the Brawler in Terra, it had a role as a tank, but it also had a DPS spec, and the DPS spec still wanted to do frontal positionals and like purposely parry stuff that hits the tank to proc other stuff. Like, it was really cool. Yeah. So, like, I don't know if you ever played Terra, but it's like really active combat, and you actually had to aim stuff manually.
guys.
I was paying attention.
Yeah, you had to aim stuff manually, and
Get away.
you had to dodge mechanics, kind of like Dark Souls. But then some jobs would have things that you purposely wanted to get hit by stuff, or purposely wanted to parry it instead of dodge it. That was very scary.
He just came at us really fast. Jeez. Okay, I kind of have to pull this guy quick because my Salter is ready for me to press it. I don't want to drift it. Sorry about your rest. I died already. I died a little bit sooner than I would have liked.
I'm in hell. I hate it. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, the whole thing was such a travesty. Alright, 20 seconds, you may rest on me for 20 seconds.
My everything, it's all gone.
No, I need some food. Might as well eat it right now. How dare you schmooze with the enemy?
It's so long since they gave us a permanent emote.
I really wish the little lady's dance was permanent. I really don't know why it's not.
True, I love the thing.
Really cute with the little fan and everything. It has a great animation that could easily be looped. How about Spectre of Might Time? I would prefer that. Alright. Going to the back. 3. Middle. Actually have the correct nose. Prince of Rock. Kono has it. Stack first. 1. First is coming. That red white just does not bother me. Right again. Who's in the towers first?
I forget, do we use 2 minutes on this one?
Yeah.
Yes, for Savage, yes. Be able to kill. All right, here we go. Moment of truth.
See if I can not fuck up the last mechanic.
It's okay. If we do, it's fine. All right. Gonna wait till the timer on burst says like 60, and then we'll go. So like, I don't know, for me, 5 seconds.
So yeah, it's 5 seconds.
All right. I forget how long this fight is. We just misread it. Bummer. He sent me twice. What an asshole!
I should have eaten the flame. I didn't survive that. I wouldn't survive the.
That's okay.
I wouldn't survive the jump, but I would survive the fire.
We both read it the same way too. I'm not sure why. We both misread it exactly the same way. Might as well put going marks again. There we go. Okay. Wow. I have 14 seconds that I need to wait. Jesus Christ.
More bites of food for me.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bait you guys. You know? Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh
I
gosh.
thought I angled it correctly, and I did not. Ugh. I jumped right into that thing. It's like the time I jumped off the platform on Titan E4S. But as a Dragoon, it just looked like I fucking disappeared off the face of the earth.
Oh, that died really fast.
Yeah, my TBN didn't go off at all.
What was that accent? I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah. No one's here to heal me. As I sit at 1 HP.
I have to run to the back, put the cleaves everywhere. Feels bad.
Yeah, my invuln went off a little early, so I was like, well, I might have to dodge something. So convenient when I don't have to. We'll give it a couple more pulls. We seem to be a little tired.
I've been struggling to get the. We had one of those like the sticker things on a drink lid, and I was struggling this entire time trying to get that off.
It's call no proof.
Apparently.
I was a little slow on that one because for some reason, careful, don't want to get too close to her. Because I had to delay some of my buttons, so all of my OGCDs came out like a GCD.
I did so many deep dungeons that I kind of like the aggro range is just ingrained into me.
Got killed by a Belladonna in Heaven on High recently. It made me sad.
Oh, rip! Those are like my favorite enemies in there because they're so easy to deal with on very difficult floors, typically, or when the floors start getting hard.
Shit. It's fine. I said oh shit for no reason, don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I have a pattern of saying something and then something bad happens or anything like that. Okay, here we go. Least favorite pack. Please leave me. There we go. Everything according to plan.
Sorry, Urgent.
Oh, we're gonna get another storm in. Guess you did it early. Okay, well we're doing it over here then.
Nice place.
Nice place you got here. What's up, Silky? Long time no see. Alright, about 5 seconds. Nice and slow. Okay, here we go. Right. Changing north. Alright, it's gonna
Did
be
that even
ice.
break?
It did.
I saw I took 0 damage, and that Blackest Night didn't fade until after it was like timed out. So I was like,
Yellow clockwise. We're getting lots of practice with this one.
that's good for me, especially.
Hot window coming up. Knockback. Huh? Make sure I'm standing in it. Oh, here we go. Okay, then don't come any further. Fine. Have it your way, rat.
My groceries just got here apparently.
Well, let's die to Silky. It won't be hard.
We can just not turn anything in green. Or not turn anything. Yeah, turn everything green.
Oh, green. Oh!
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Well, that's convenient. We'll just go ahead and stop there for Let's go get killed by some armor.
Sorry about that timing there.
Nah,
I'm
I'm
leaving.
leaving.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
It's we have like really weird windows that we have to have for grocery deliveries, and it's just obnoxious. If you don't get an order in before a certain time of day, they're like, oh, you're defaulted to the later in the day one.
Oh my god, please. Doing raid rise at the same time and I'm still not dead yet!
There you go.
Jesus! I withstood 2 bleeding